And I said
that.
It could also mean that. And Kurana Kasampo Munyaudio. Me see funny face. On to show us about your DNA test. I'm an Banu.
Big bomb there.
No.
Big bomb there. Big bomb there. I'll come to you.
Listen.
I'll come to you. And once again, this is the One King Show. My name is Hetty, and we are coming to your beautiful homes over here with some amazing content. As always, we don't fail. We bring you compelling and interesting things to always keep you glued to your seat. So wherever you are watching us, subscribe to our socials at One King Multimedia, and let's get going. So tonight, joining me in the studios, I have amazing people. You simply don't want to miss the conversation. So stay tuned, and we will be back. And welcome back from that quick commercial break. The One King Show is sponsored by One King Mineral Water. So pick the numbers on our screen and let's do business. So let's quickly come into the studios and delve straight into the conversation I have already promised you. So my panel for tonight, interesting people. Yes, two familiar faces. And I think one person coming on our show for the very first time, I sense it's about to get hot. And so do not tune your show off from here. And so starting from my right, I have Joe Iyamwa joining us in the studios. He will give us a word, so just relax on that. And I have Dear Gospel Musician, a man who has a nice name but wants to choose DGM. Ha. Okay. And to my left, I have Chris Terrell in the studios. As always, I hope today he won't cry like he did the other time. Yeah, so let's quickly come in and start the conversation. So this is where we talk about what is trending, and that is click bars. And currently, we know there's one big conversation on the plate, and that is Funny Face and his whole baby mama accident, crying, whatever. Now, let's lay facts right. We'll talk about that, and we will touch on other things as well. So let me pick from Brown Men's. Brown Men's, let me pick from you.
Hetty.
So welcome to the show. It's always an honor, having time with you. Now, let's pick from your side, Funny Face issue. Were you surprised hearing the extreme at where things has gone to?
I don't know why it started from me. Before that, my member Tika Krana.
Necessary.
I saw him back and Shana. What's up? So Funny Face. I mean, Funny Face is one person that the whole of Ghana loves. We love Funny Face.
Excuse me?
Because,
excuse me?
The whole of Ghana, we love Funny Face.
Okay.
I mean, he has entertained the whole nation.
Okay.
You know, in times past. Now, the past few years, he's been very unfortunate. I mean, anytime he's in the news, it's not for something the funny bad reason that we want. It's for some other reason. Now, this baby mama issues, for me, I'm finding it difficult to be very objective.
Because you're a man?
In this, because I understand where he's coming from.
Because you're a man?
Oh, it's not that because I'm a man. But I really understand. You see, when someone is dealing with issues and the person has some sort of mental health problem, it is different from someone who is very seen and handling issues.
Right.
So, on the Nizano, Wakwede is a special case. That's how I see it. Because already he's dealing with whatever before the issue.
Yeah.
It's either the issue that's brought about the mental health issue or the other way around. But I feel that is not an excuse also. Because, I mean, you can be given a pass 1 or 2 times, but for a third time, it appears that I'm saying this because we know what happened before our issues. And these industry players. I mean, people that we didn't even expect him to go close to, but he went with his whole episode because of mental health, whatever. And fast forward, after some time, I mean, he was off social media. He came back, realized that the guy was looking good. I mean, he seemed to be, in
Okay.
a better place.
Right.
Just for a few weeks down the line for us to hear him and the baby mama issue, and I'm like,
Things actually didn't seem like that.
yes, it was more like a covering. And I don't think he has fully recovered. That's what I feel.
Wow. I would come back to you or delve, deeper into that. So we're just picking on Funny Face and then we'll go straight into the conversation. We're looking at marriage, relationship, and fame. That is the conversation. So, Christian, seeing on the tabloids, on social media, Funny Face involved in an accident, all these things, after, a whole rampage or after a whole breakdown on social media about the baby mama and the kids, what was running through your mind?
All right, so this thing started 4 years ago when Funny Face actually had issues in his relationship.
Right.
Now, the lady actually preventing him from talking to his children or seeing his own children.
That's what you were told? Or
that is the conversation.
That is
That's
what
according to
Funny Face.
Funny Face.
Okay.
Yes. When he came on social media to rant.
So that's a side of it.
That is his side of the
Okay.
story. Now, in recent time, in the past couple of weeks or so, we saw him looking all good.
Yeah.
Patching up with Bolari
Bolari,
and some
yeah.
other
Right.
people in the industry. And according to him, he says the woman has been cool with him for the past weeks because it came to a time where he had to block the woman. All the numbers the woman, he used to talk to the woman on. He had to block all the lines because he was not interested in blah blah blah. But then he's unblocked the woman after trying to patch up with other people, and the woman practically came to beg him, and so they started communicating again. He could talk to the children again. All of a sudden, Obano assigned a blocking and said, "No, I don't want you to talk to the children again." I mean, anytime that he calls and wants to speak to the children, there are excuses. Omuniha, this and that and that, and
Okay.
that, according to
The Funny Face.
Now, my question has to do with the fact that Adena Bema, who has 77 previous, boom, like say,
Yeah.
you understand what I mean? Yes. Men can say, me person me use word the baby me aboa ye na.
Wow,
Yes, and I say, yeah, we see muba, sabe. Wa ye adwuma no na wa wo mo and the lady in question, your wife or whoever you had a children with, preventing you to see your own children. My question is, Obano, don't you know where the woman comes from?
Okay.
Oni abusuafo, oni be me ana say
that.
it could also mean that and Kurana nkasampo mo nya wodi o. Me say Funny Face on twehwe mo so obeye DNA test amane mba no.
Big bomb there.
No.
Big bomb there. Big bomb there. I'll come to you.
Listen.
I'll come to you.
Me say Funny Face.
It's who wrote this on DNA.
Onye DNA o.
Nice one.
Akwadi obefa so a obeye DNA e de ama nkora no.
Funny Face.
Because
this is a call from Cristero.
Yes, I don't just get
Try and carry out the DNA
Yes.
on all these children and get to see. Brahman to see who here. My member Joe. So now, we are now canning in album. Yeah, says for me, me stand back home. He's doing too much. Me stand yeah.
Yes, it can be. Well, with the cobra.
Joe, now Funny Face, with all that has happened on social media, following the episodes that has happened earlier, and are we?
You see, Ghanaians, I really don't understand us. But Funny Face has been incorrect for a very long time.
This is too hot.
He has been very incorrect.
Like you just gave me the glows and bars.
Let me
like
tell
that.
you there.
He's
Sometimes
funny.
if Obi is funny to the extreme,
It means there's something wrong.
There's something wrong with him. Yes, I'm telling you.
He's a renowned comedian in Ghana.
And who told you all comedians are correct? They might have mental problems.
No, but he came out to say he has a mental problem.
You see,
So-
from the very beginning, extreme comedy, called a Ghanaian, say called Ghanaian, because he was extremely comic.
It was too much.
It was too much. It even affected his personal social life. That he even played comedy. Even on a regular basis,
He's doing his
he
thing.
felt like he
A
was
walking comic.
he was on stage. That's when Ghana should have realized that something was wrong with this guy. And to me, to be honest with you, I've never taken him serious. And then he's taking our attention to my here. I mean, he's mad. He's mad. You should just. It shouldn't have been. We shouldn't have taken our eyes off him. The state institutions, the mental. See, Chris,
I want to come in here. You see, the psychiatric people will not be cool with. The psychiatric people will not be cool with Joe because you don't use the word mad. No.
Mentally challenged.
Yes, you can.
But don't you think when you say don't you think mentally challenged?
Mentally challenged. You are accepted.
You
cannot say that someone is mad. What is
you see, mad. We use the word mad when we are in touch with reality. It's a relative. So he's mad. He's not that reality.
I think it is still a strong word to use.
Mad. Are you an advocate of the mental health society?
No, I am not. But I'm just trying to.
You see, you are here. You couldn't help solve his problem. No, when this guy was referred to for psychiatric treatment, what happened? He was left off the hook. They came back to tell us that he was sane.
He was okay.
And he came back misbehaving them more.
Bames. People feel Funny Face is doing too much. People feel he's acting based on how he feels.
Hetty, the way see man waka mad, Rama Shishado.
A relative is a relative word. I mean,
you see, for too much, I believe he is. I believe he is. You see, in Ghana, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what statistics will back this. I don't have figures, but I'll tell you that 10 out of 10 Ghanaians all have mental health issues.
Wow.
Before you can live properly in this country, you need to be mentally
strong. And equipped.
You understand? So, Obiawa issue. Obiawa issue okrumha. If we are all supposed to act according to how we feel, there will be chaos in this country. So for him to do what he's doing to that extent, I feel he needs to be contained. That's what I feel. Because news about recently, even though there, nobody died, nobody passed away, but it could have been
worse.
Worse. All because someone felt like I am going through a lot, so no, I mean it's not an excuse. So for me, I agree that yes, he's doing too much and he needs to be contained. And where I agree with Senior Man is when he was sent to the facility, what kind of assessment came out to determine that he was sane to come back? Do our facilities even have the proper equipment to even check some of these things? It tells the deficit we have in our health, especially in our mental health, space. Right. And sure. I believe we should look more into it because honestly, Funny Face is doing too much. Honestly, he's doing too much.
Honestly, Funny Face is doing too much. Christero, let me pick this one from you. Some also feel that the lady is just not helping Martis.
Yeah, I feel that the lady is not helping Martis. And with all of
so
these,
you side with Funny Face.
In all of these,
so you side with. I just want to know your stand.
You see, no, let me just make things clear here. In all of this, we have not heard from the lady.
Yeah.
Obana Mekasa, we have not heard anything from her. It's been Funny Face ranting on social media. Yeah. And
have you wondered why?
And me dream woman say in the sense that Funny Face, as a man as you are, it's a said when you have family issues, the only thing you do is to pick a camera, go on social media and begin to rant. Tell the people of Ghana your issues. I mean, so you want to find solution on social media. And who does that? Who ain't even if so Obano too much. That is not where to deal with the situation. That is not where to solve the problem. And see, Obano might be doing too much, For according to
But wait, so what makes the lady do too much?
no, I'm saying that I am not emphatic on this one. Even if I'm saying that, even if so Obano a year too much, according to Funny Face, you know, or say Obano or Mani Hunema, you know, it is coming from Obano. But the thing is that even if so Obano and a year too much, onya sympathy no because Sabe a predia sampany way them anymore. And quite some now would know social media. So, oh yes, but you don't do that. You see, a family issue. And family issue as a man, you should know how to deal with these family issues when they come about. Into one to me, and but now for camera because and to say Kofi Bente car, you know, and the social media and no matter cheap at mamo, then you just pick your phone. Now do you see when him now you go out there rant. Who on social media and I can say he or she has you at heart. So and no are they supposed to go and tell Obano Crawford say Funny Face you know can't bring their children. No, he wants to talk to them. What are we talking about?
The social media netizens, that's the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are also to be blamed. Why? When it comes to this.
At this point, once you pick up your phone, what it's live.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
And you see,
we don't care.
When you go under his post, sometimes you see people who are like, bro, it will be better. God day. I mean, we do back, we understand. So indirectly, when he feels that he has people
so those things
who have got his back. Yes. No. You see, you don't understand.
People will also be insulting you.
There. You understand? But say life, nanko bianca sanwa. Another Oba live nurse Oba Bay in your man say nobody pays attention to him.
Definitely. What I'm going to
so we are also to be blamed.
Now, why would you blame us? How would you blame us? Like, no. Why would you blame us? Maybe all the bar meshe. You understand me?
Maybe all
the bar meshe was me pay BBH.
It's very interesting. You see,
Ghanaians love to watch than to read.
Funny Face issue. You see, I'm sad. Why am I sad? You know, Funny Face. Name married to is it the lady's called Vanessa, right?
Yeah, he's not married. He's not married. They are just
Vanessa. Sometimes
Vanessa made a certain statement, and then I understood where the whole issue is coming from. Funny Face got attracted to Vanessa by the huge buttocks.
Of course.
You know, Funny Face is a lover of buttocks. It's Funny Face. Buttocks. No, oh yeah, a bit. You know, I don't want to use the word mad to attract Christians to us. I don't want to use the word mad, but then he being a bit, I mean,
mentally challenged.
Yeah, mentally challenged. He saw the because he was attracted. Now the lady said that they met in August, and by October she was already pregnant. She was already pregnant, carrying Funny Face, baby.
Okay, they've been busy.
So they've been busy. Now you know. The foundation of this relationship is buttocks.
It wasn't love.
It wasn't love, it was buttocks.
Lust, appearance, basically that.
So when they came together and they realized that they were poles apart,
they're not compatible.
They were not compatible.
But
then issues be created right in the marriage. I'm not on you who there. Funny Face, girl Vanessa, all man access to Moframano. Ebiano, Bishane will be there. Oh, mama, Funny Face access to the children. Probably the things he tells them, probably how he cites them and all that. He feels it's not for Ombuamo from Ano. So let me quickly devise a plan to, cut that sort of connection with the kids for now.
But you see, this is my problem. Funny Face, Obano, that is the lady Vanessa, has a family. Definitely. Obano, 1 in our 3. Because enter 4 back on a single one, right? If I'm wrong.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's it.
Because Obano or elder child, something like that. Definitely, Obano one confining for a fool, not from a farm, a family. It's the first one in Kwalaba. If you now, because you know this is the house. If you have an amembano or mote or moda. So if I want to see my children,
she'll be able to
I go
there
home
directly
and see my children. I can't mamremo. On fro ba say on nkwala ni nhia wo kwan ho. It's never done. Ukofie mabo me behwe me ma even if you two are not married. Ebusua, you are home. The man has been home to ask of his children. We can testify to it. So Obafi. But on phone is when you want to be a father on phone. Especially when you know you've not been in the lives of these children for years. One video I watched now Nkwalani bisa a lady no net or brothers twins, mystic twins, guys, you know. You were saying sometimes funny face to me fra Nkwalani bisa, mommy, who is this? Nkwalani nimu. So the best you can do is go in person. Pebre na kumase hono obe pe one room bi wo baby na 1 month square na 6 months because what's now ho to bond with these children na obey because pa ba create na and pa obey bia ye use bi okra wutimi monitor na devote be 3 months ho anoperi enyim robeto diane anoperi enyim robeto na wunyanya ne pam na na besiesie bi enti no o be ma no social media na aba na he ho na nkwala no mo fa phone no mo from FaceTime na wonye de mentiasi.
But you see, it also boils down to what Brahmins was saying. You see, he's been pampered too much. If you are Ghanaian, so you will never see that you are affected until Abraham mentions your name.
I like
it will
that
surprise
one.
you.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, see, very soon, Funny Face will start sleeping with women, and he will start mentioning names. That is what the society wants.
No, but that would be better.
That's what the society wants.
How would that be better?
You see,
it would be better. No one is dying. No one is dying.
That's what you think?
You see, Hetty, so
Abena Koko has put out a long list and no one is dead yet.
Do you know the relationships and then the families has ruined?
Certain people come and go. We'll settle it.
So Hetty, me, I believe the guy. You see, the guy should be taken away from the public space.
Yes.
For a long
should
period.
be taken away from human contact for a
human
while.
Contact, because clearly, I think I found a better word. He's psychologically imbalanced. I think I found a better word.
How is that better?
Cristero, you made an earlier statement that you think Funny Face.
Yes,
but wait. You meet a lady. Say, oh yeah, Funny Face advocate. So let me come in. You meet a lady. Only about man 6 months. The lady is pregnant. Okay, let's give you the plus. First baby is here.
Second one.
Another one. This lady is living with you. And I'm going to call her 3 years. Oh, me kasem.
Eti, baby, I won't go in
there. Debbie, nyabutre, mema wa fire. Means what I say. Obani to you to me chiti. That's fine. Meme the ane se won. It's the first one there by him. There were this whole episode by Chiki before I enter for me, you know, as I'm cry by. I'll care to you, say I'm crying your I'll care to you. Back we by a moon 7 na move truly each other or banner mammy crying your interview crying. With all this, you know, it never occurred to you. Let me do DNA. Now that they don't want you to see the show. But you see, this is where I have a problem with men. When you are being denied not to see it, that is when you see the need for DNA test.
Say asamo maya emra enyadwuma. Sebi sasam kese su eba besia ayana frankansi so. Inti no we there penny we there odate lamte, let me take you back. Had stayed with the wife for over 20 years.
Yes.
Ono ba not over 20 years. Omo onkwara enum and a two efrim. Aka miensa. 3 of them no. He had stayed with them all this while. Until issues came up, and then he decided.
But Funny Face, there's always been issues.
So no, you see,
Funny Face, then every day is issues.
It has gotten to the extreme now.
And a Funny Face, Vanessa, you'll be by Ebeshana and Funny Face Cabeno.
And I'm saying that
Funny Face, Cabeno, why Ebeshano?
Only Sika cry. At least, or fame be or fame. Why are we talking about him? Why are we talking about him?
Cow and chicken.
Let's not downplay. Let's not downplay.
No.
Why are we even talking about him?
Aside the mental health issue, I mean, if that
why
issue
are we
wasn't
even
there,
talking about him?
we talk about Funny Face.
Yes,
Funny Face is
if so no T. If so fame no. You don't do some things.
So it doesn't matter. He's a human.
So the fact that he doesn't appreciate the fame, it's actually no fame.
No.
At this point, will you talk about funny face to your kids? Will you let your kids go and Google funny face?
Mama na kwa Google funny face. On fait tout no fo. That yes, on va for bar.
So funny face is actually a lesson, not a role model.
Oh, but you can pick lessons from your role model.
Lesson where you
can pick lessons from your role model.
Once
you can have a role model.
Once Google, there's nothing attractive about
it. There are lots of positives you can
from where you are going. There are
a lot of positives. There are a lot of positives you can get from.
Let's not downplay it. There are people, there are politicians and the people in this country. When you Google their names, what you get is wrong. But it doesn't mean that they are not important people in this country.
Manika Simbi say, we've over-pampered.
That I totally agree.
It's, when we sit down and say, oh, he has entertained us over the years.
But he has.
Oh, no one is saying no to that.
So?
He has entertained us over the years. He's been this. He's been that. Now the bottom. Listen, what we speak of is the immediate. Mm-hmm. We are not speaking of... We are speaking of the immediate. Sisiano, maybe any. Nama fat tablets. Maybe bought something, ben kwara won your manoma. Name a pegana near. You think I will spend my data on typing funny face on my phone for my child? I don't have to sit down and read the epistles of funny face.
What you are saying is not an absolute.
When he was funny face.
If you want, it doesn't mean it won't happen. Listen, he has paid his dues in this industry.
Is he still paying the dues?
Yes, because we are talking about him now.
No, we are not talking of funny face as we are supposed to talk of him.
But we are talking of him as how? We are still talking about him. That's what Mani said. He was over funny in the beginning.
Yes. We will speak of you as a gospel influencer related to gospel. Now, let's start speaking about Bramens in relation to drugs. For about 2 hours, we'll talk about you. Is this how we are supposed to speak about Bramens?
But you're still speaking about him.
You don't get it. What are you known for?
Listen.
What are you known for?
When it comes to when it comes to media space,
don't even play that card.
Listen, when it comes to media space, there's nothing like bad publicity.
Bramens, don't play that card.
Publicity.
Bramens, don't play that card.
We are wasting time here now.
Do not play that card.
Talking about funny face.
Do not play that card. You know why? You know why I'm saying this?
Why?
Don't play this card. The main reason is that say build yourself. Relevance should carry something. Yabo Nashoko. We will definitely talk about a lot of things. Obeka negative, the negative won't last. Not because on mean the bonu, because on path.
Our namso.
Onim nyope. Or persons now in 50 years time, it will still be one particular nature, wakriti, and Uncle Bekasa about it. Negative publicity could sell for her more. Positive publicity, ABN sell so much. But onim your pese on achieve at the end of the day, knowing where she finds herself. Equiapim polo, yet no example. Obo equiapim polo dia and sembe na run through your mind. You see, for a while now she has tried or says how and in your matter. But still obo equiapim polo when your mind girl. You know why? How a nipa starting, you know. Imagine that so ene. But in the case of funny face, when him says Cecilia, the image of how I know a comedian, how I know trailer people, how I know serious that image is not speaking for him now.
It is.
It is not.
It is. That is what makes him funny face.
Bipolar, the image of insulting people, the image of cursing people out on social media. That is what is speaking for him now.
So that's still what makes him funny face.
Is this what he represents?
That is still what makes him funny face.
No, I'm asking you a question. Is this what he represents?
What I'm saying is that let's not totally downplay. No. He's representing himself as funny face.
Once you open yourself to be downplayed, you will.
So in this case, that's why I said that.
Once you open yourself to be downplayed, you will. So I'm asking you,
he's overdoing whatever he's doing.
With all that is happening, Is this what represent him as funny face?
For all you know, that is what he wants to be represented by. I mean, I am not him.
So
I am not his
it looks
mental
like
space.
intentional. It looks like he likes it.
I that's why I say I feel that what he's doing, he
likes
likes
it.
the attention.
I see.
That's what I feel. Because 1 minute you come, everything is cool. You go around speaking to people like Bola and then apologizing to him and, tell him, say, it was your brother's forgiving you, blah, blah, blah. And then the next minute you come out and then start talking about your baby mama. And then the next minute you come out and then you are blasting here and there.
Right.
He likes the attention.
It is very simple.
And we are giving him the attention.
You see, it is very simple. My advice is that if it is anything to go by, my advice is that on for quite be so now on your DNA, on checking the paternity of the kids.
Interesting.
Yes.
And after that, we'll have another meltdown. Whether they are his or they are not.
If they are not
we'll come and
his,
suffer another one.
which one is that? Forever.
But don't you think this gentleman is known for this? The first wife,
Mini problem. Me they make
and what's
say.
what problem?
And then make
And
say.
what's what problem?
Say no advice. That's all they two.
First wife, obe trashing it out.
Me say wo dia two
Oh yeah, excuse my language. Oh yeah, shawo. Oh you say oba ne warrior na wa akora so be postino. I'm happy for you. I am say. Oh you born sama na we dey. He needs to be changed. That is what I believe.
I think I would agree with Christian on this.
He needs to be changed.
We need to settle this. Okay?
Yeah.
This issue of not having access to my kids, blah blah, whatever.
This is his side of it.
No. You see, no.
This is his side of it.
Exactly. We need
so
to
that's
settle
how it
this.
is.
You see, I support this paternity test.
That he should go for a paternity
He should go
test.
for it. Yeah, he can do it conventionally or informally. You understand? Yes, we have so many ways of knowing the true paternity of his kids.
Understand?
I don't think he should.
So his
He
stance.
can't handle it.
He should.
No. Funny face.
He can't handle it.
The stance in the say. Because mama hu nkwala no nti nkwala no me feel say nkwala no nya memba. Me pese me bisa wo. Woni oba na yin say na mo form nkwala no social media. Wo phone so na mo wo ya na. No, I want to.
But we have established that point.
Ghanaians are already informed of his.
My point is.
From the beginning, we've been part of the relationship.
Yes,
my
that's
point
how it
is this. No, my point is almost started so much share hono. You say no ban say you say Vanessa Bio. What I'm trying to say is this. Me say. You are saying you don't have access to the kids because your phone so ade na way. But the question is, has he tried? So obeko fio na yakase ya tupronya na hu no.
So that point, we made those points earlier.
That we can't know. You and I can't know. But you see, with the issue of honor and number, you know, it's been in the space for a while. From the first marriage, one only lady in one war. The lady came out to, even tell the whole Ghanaians that it's a 2 minutes man. I mean, informing us, Ghana was 2 minutes man there today.
Sometimes I'm putting more from now in.
Yeah. You see, it affects your potency. In one way or the other, Ghanaians, that is what people believe. You better 2 minutes man, I never. So he carried the whole Ghanaians followed him with this notion. See, the young hair. What's the camera say about? Yeah, you understand? But supposedly the treatment the supposed mother of name from what man are questionable. And any woman we are obey the man's name. I mean, there's something to hide. I mean, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's something.
Let's say on DNA test.
It's on
checking the paternity of the kids. I'm telling you.
So when he does this paternity test, no, when the man say he shuts that one. No, shuts now. He picks it up again.
Yeah, yes.
Now, let me ask you, Manny. With all these things, playing out on social media, do you think it makes marriage attractive for the youth or the young ones?
But isn't anything called marriage these days?
Yeah, of course. Ain't you married?
Between who?
Ain't you married?
Am I? But I said these days. Between who?
You and your wife.
No, between
a man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
Yeah.
Do you have men and women?
We are all comedian.
Let's ask the question. Do you have men and women
Yeah. I have a man.
in this era?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I doubt.
I have a man.
I doubt.
I have a man.
Well, you may have a man, but then when you go deeper, the two of
He
you
is
may-
a man.
Look. I know the reason why I'm saying this. You see, when God was creating, when God created Adam, he realized that probably Adam was lonely. Other schools of thought will tell you that Eve was not the first woman to have been created by God. We don't want to go into that space. But you see, God picked up a bone from Adam to create Eve. Now listen. Adam had bones in his head, had bones in his legs, and all other parts of the body. But God intentionally picked up a bone from the ribs, which more or less acts as the central support frame of the body. So the woman is supposed to be a support to the man. Now, the woman, if God had picked a bone from the head of Adam, the woman would have said, I'm now If God had picked a bone from Adam's leg, Adam's make an head, so I step on you, you understand? So God intentionally picked it from that point. So the woman, you are coming into marriage with a certain a certain assignment, an already prescribed and described assignment from God. And remember that the man is the vision carrier. I will be saying any vision. I want to recommend any vision. The man is the one with the vision, and you, the woman, you are to come and support the man.
Exactly.
And will carry out that vision. But you realize that women these days are rather coming into the marriages with their own vision. With their own vision. It is supporting the man to achieve the vision there. It's out of the order. It is never ever there. And that is what is causing marriages to fail.
So that's why you asked if it's a man and a woman who gets married. That's why.
That's
so
what
now
I'm
it looks like two men get
Two
married.
men getting married.
I understand. I totally agree.
Because they now carry Obanik vision on them, but you should get a vision on them.
Please, not always.
I'm telling you,
Most
it
of
is.
the time.
Thank
In this
you.
era.
Thank you.
In this era.
But at a point in time, you were even
Advocating for equality.
advocating for equality. What a man can do, a woman can do. But then I stand to be corrected. I don't know. But can you really do what men do? Hetty, can you really do? Look, I can impregnate what called a woman. Can a woman impregnate me? That's a simple test. This gives a clear distinction between what a man can do and a woman can do. So once women come in,
a trans man can.
so once women come into marriages with their own vision and with their own agenda, Hetty, I'm sorry, it is no longer a marriage. It is a man-to-man relationship.
Oh, no. When you say man-to-man relationship, it sounds like something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so let's take
Don't go too far.
Man-to-man, it sounds like something else.
Hetty, man-to-man. It's a man-to-man relationship.
Interesting. Brown Mens, let's quickly wrap it up on our click bass. Do you think, let me even put it this way, marriage, relationship theme, how can we balance this? Just in few minutes and we can go.
There really can't be a balance. If you ask me,
Sure.
you can't balance your marriage and fame relationship. I'm not even going to bring let's make it marriage and fame. You can't really have a balance. You know why? Because one must take priority over the other. And it definitely should be your marriage. Because you see, fame has a way of eating into you to the point that if you are not careful and your priorities are not set straight, you end up pleasing everybody
Sure.
except the person you are with. So for the balance, I'm telling you that there can't be a balance. One has to be priority, the other one has to be secondary. And if you ask me, if you are in a marriage, if you're in a relationship, that relationship or that marriage comes before your fame. Once you bring the fame ahead of the relationship or the marriage, trust me, it won't work. One of the reasons why you get a lot of famous people or people, celebs and people in the limelight having issues when it comes to relationship or their marriages is because they actually try to balance it out and it won't work. But look at those who actually do the reverse. Those who actually put their family first, put their family ahead of every other thing they do. There are some celebs that have been married for years that we haven't heard. Yes, they might have their own issues. That is normal.
Sure.
But to the point where, you know, it is all over and it's breaking up because, let's pick a classical example, Will Smith and
Jada.
Jada. You see, I think at a point they were trying to do that balancing thing that we are talking about now. But you see, it won't work because the fame and then the spotlight, it is a whole world on its own. It's a totally different ball game altogether. And the dynamics of marriage, you can't apply it to, you know, that celebrity status or that popularity or the fame. So you need to make a decision. One, my marriage, my family first, every other things follow. But once you want to try to, I need to be there for the family, but I need to, you know, go get these projects done. I mean, at the end of the day, let me spend 2 minutes here and then spend maybe 5 minutes on set. No man is going to fall for that. No man is going to fall for that. It is definitely going to bring issues. But when you set your priorities straight, okay, Mondays and Tuesdays are for the family. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, I'm going to be on set. When there is that proper coordination, things will work. So for me, I feel like let's not try to balance it because it won't work. But let's set our priorities straight. Know that your family, your marriage, your relationship should be before your fame. To the point that, you know, there are some people, I watched a documentary or something where there's this American actor. He was walking and paparazzi just surrounded him. Started taking pictures, started doing whatever. He got so carried away that he forgot he was walking with his wife. And he got carried away. He was taking pictures with, you know, these groupies. Mm-hmm. I mean, taking the pictures and doing all these things. At the end of the day, his wife was there. When he finished whatever he was doing, before then he went to. So, which woman would want you hate your woman? Mm-hmm. If you're in that situation, how would you feel? So there can't be a balance. Set your priorities straight.
Interesting. Set your priorities straight. And this is coming from Brahmans. This is still the One King Show, proudly sponsored by One King Mineral Water. If you are looking to have a taste of royalty, I mean a luxurious one at that, then you want to take in One King Mineral Water. Pick the numbers on our screen and let's do business. Let's wrap it up on the click bars, and we've got amazing things coming your way.
Mineral water, I've been Poncio. Shashamali says so.
Welcome to the One King Show. My name is Hetty, and we are still here promising you absolutely nothing but the very best. Moving on is the lifestyle. We bring you things you need to know in the world of health, show business, social issues, and every other thing to keep you going. And today on our table for lifestyle moments, we are talking about things to consider before you get married. I'm sure you love it, right? So stay tuned. Let's go through each and every single step together. So before saying I do, it's crucial to consider important factors that contribute to a successful marriage. So in this comprehensive guide, we will explore key aspects from both male and female perspective, discover the essential considerations for a lasting union, and set a strong foundation for a fulfilling partnership. So the first one you need to consider is love. It is crystal clear that love is one of the vital elements needed in any form of a relationship, and this applies to marriage too. Analyzing your feelings and being sure about them are the first few things to do before marriage. Second point is commitment. While love can be fleeting, commitment is a promise to keep each other in love. Commitment is all about staying by your partner's side no matter the circumstance. It means going through thick and thin with your partner. If you are not committed physically, mentally, and spiritually to your partner, you might want to reconsider your decision to tie the knot. They say marriage is a covenant, and keeping that covenant requires two committed people. The third and interesting thing a lot of people are fighting about is trust. So trust is one of the most important elements of a successful marriage. Trust is the most crucial determinant of a healthy and longevity of a marriage. If couple can do what they say and say what they do, they create an atmosphere of trust and reliability in knowing their words and actions mean something to their significant other. The fourth one is compatibility and shared values. Assess the importance of compatibility and shared values in a relationship. Discuss topics such as finances, family, religion, and career aspirations. Ensure that your vision aligns and supports each other's growth. However, finding a partner that with that level of compatibility will take work on both sides. The fifth one is effective communication. Learn the significance of healthy communication in a relationship. Foster open dialogue, active listening, and constructive conflict resolution. Understand different communication styles and build empathy and respect. Strong communication skills contribute to trust and emotional connection. The sixth point is emotional and financial preparedness. Explore emotional and financial responsibilities in marriage. Reflect on your emotional readiness to handle life challenges together. Discuss gender roles, parenting, and emotional support. Ensure financial stability and compatibility through discussions on debt, financial goals, and long-term planning. The seventh is compatibility in lifestyle and ambition. Consider lifestyle choices and individual ambitions. Discuss living arrangement, career aspirations, and future plans. Support each other's personal growth while maintaining a balance between personal and shared goals. The eighth on the list is mutual respect. Embrace mutual respect for a foundation for a healthy marriage. Discuss roles, responsibilities, and expectations based on mutual agreement. Encourage shared decision making and respect each other's unique contribution. The ninth says support social network. Evaluate the impact of family, friends, and social networks on your marriage. Establish boundaries and expectations regarding extended family involvement. Balance individual privacy and familial connections for a harmonious relationship. The last one says intelligence. Develop emotional intelligence in your relationship. Know when an argument is needed and when you should walk away. Understand and validate each other's emotions. Practice compassion and emotional support. Foster emotional intimacy and create a safe place or safe space for vulnerability and connection. Consider the essential aspects before entering into marriage. Engage in open conversations about compatibility, communication, emotional and financial readiness, shared values, equality, and support network. Establish a strong foundation for a lasting partnership. Remember, a successful marriage requires continuous growth, adaptability, and a commitment to nurturing love and understanding. Begin your journey with these essential considerations for a fulfilling and enduring union. So that's all we have for you on our lifestyle moment. Up next, we've got the big conversation on the plate. So let's take a quick turn. And when we are back, as always, we are here to keep you glued.
Mineral water, I've been Ponsio. Shashamali says so.
And on the big plate tonight, the conversation is unpacking the struggles of creatives and their mental health, the role of the media, the role the media plays when it comes to the mental health of creatives. That is what we are looking at. And in the studios, I have my people here, to dissect, bisect, and break down things for all of us to enjoy and pick some lessons out of it. So quickly running to Christero. Let's take a look at the challenges of creatives putting their mental health in focus and the role the media plays in this one, the good and the bad.
Hertie, you see, it is always an issue when you are talking about mental issues, because it looks like the whole of Ghana doesn't take mental issues seriously. You ask yourself, how many psychiatrists, how many psychiatrists do we even have here in Ghana? How many psychiatric facilities do we have here in Ghana? They are now trying to integrate mental health into the normal day-to-day health system, so that when you go to where you can seek for, you can get a help for malaria, or seek for help in terms of you suffering from malaria, then you can get that one too if you have mental issues. Now let me just narrow it down to our space. Creatives suffer so much when it comes to mental issues, because creatives each and every day, they are trying to impress the people out there. The pressure on them to impress the people out there brings a lot of pressure on them. In fact, gives them depression. And depression is one mental issue, mental illness that we have not taken a look at. And creatives go through these things. Look at a creative, or the social life, the personal life. When he or she is out there, she or he is supposed to portray that kind of lifestyle. Also, be a who say yes, me de me home. Now, when she is walking on the street, or he's walking on the street just to get some wachi or some cocoa, now people will look at him and say, "Hey, what is really happening?" People will look at him or her in a different style. I remember some time ago, I'm out for who Joey B. So otitrom a one crying, and some generate issues the whole of Ghana. People started to, "Hey, what is wrong with Joey B? Hey, why you broke?" Can you just imagine? Until he came to say that now he just wanted to try and see what is really going to happen after doing that. And I'm sure he got the result he wanted. The fear of stigmatization. The fear of stigmatization. Because just imagine, say, we're a celebrity, we're creative, and now we're a space, people know you out there. And then you visit a psychiatric hospital, and I say people see you visiting psychiatric hospital. I'm for Becca say, I'm for Becca. So Nipano, even if the person is suffering, has issues, mental issues, Nipano onko hompo. The person will not even occur to the person to visit the mental hospital just to seek for some help. No. So it is something that is there. It is something that is really worrying when it comes to the creative world. And like I mentioned earlier, Sankasa, we have not taken some of these things seriously. As at 2017, Mekai on the floor of Parliament, the health minister was on the floor of Parliament and mentioned that in Ghana, 3.1 million of the people in Ghana have mental issues, mental disorders. 3.1 million. There are 31 million people in Ghana here as at that time. Now, it means that 10% of people in Ghana have mental disorders. 10% of the population have mental disorders. And out of this 10%, Out of this 10%, 16,000 are only on the streets.
Wow.
Only 16,000 of them, 3.1 million people suffering from mental disorders, a mental illness. Only 16,000 are on the streets. So it means that there are a lot of people who have mental issues who are not on the streets.
Yeah.
You ask yourself, how much have we pushed in there in terms of, mental treatment and mental health, addressing the mental health problems here in Ghana? How many mental health facilities do we even have here in Ghana? So the media also comes in here. The media, in one way or the other, can help to address the issue of stigmatization. But media nankasa can be also a problem in solving this issue, because some people can sit on their platform. Can you just imagine? Joy B issue by ye. He said the amount for trouble. Amount for people didn't even know what he was trying to do. Nansaya Papi Kojo went through the same issue. Papi Kojo also went through the same issue. Depression. And he resorted to smoking. He smoked like exhaust. Miss V went through the same issue for 2 years. Now, man, for and Miss V, we janum no bo, free. Your friend is saying, Links Entertainment. Say the name to this. People were saying all stuff.
So the things coming out from
People,
the media really affect people.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you just imagine? The girl will be there, or send them. Then she'll be going through. She'll be hearing some of these things, and when and then on the internet, I remember when she released her album, the latest album, 1030. People were on social media. With the 30 years now, Barbara. Oh, can you just imagine? So this is what the media can do. But on the other hand, the media can also be an advocate in terms of, like what we are doing. Say, over propagating that agenda. Say, people should take mental health issues seriously, especially artist managers. Artist managers are only interested in what the artist is bringing, the money they are making. They are not looking at the other side. They are only interested in defending the artist. Artists, of course, social media could the artist manager need say about they come and defend the artist. No, you should also look at all the other aspects. They are also very important. Artist management, what are they doing in terms of who say more artists or go wayward, like we discussed earlier? Maybe an artist extremely doing something. Too extreme. We should begin to, find issues. We should begin to let him.
Why do I feel like you have someone in mind?
I was saying.
Why do I feel like you
have
someone in mind?
Maybe they may come as but I say, we have just neglected those things. I said, artists, we are only looking out for artists but in terms of the mental health we just sometimes forget that these artists are also humans. They can have mental challenges. We should take a look at those things.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. We should take a look at all those things. Brahmens, let me come to you.
Yeah. When Christian was talking, I don't know, the latter part, it was just one person's name that was running through my head.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Who could that be? Who could that be?
No, when I was talking about artist managers should take their artists into consideration, and when they are too extreme, I don't want to mention them because but I agree with what Christian was saying, that we need to pay closer attention to some of these. And the funny thing, anytime we talk about mental health, people are quick to think about that kind of thing. And that is the education on mental health, I think is not solid enough.
It's really low.
We forget that anxiety, depression, some phobias. No, it's not. I wouldn't even say some phobia. I think phobia in itself is a mental health condition. I mean, a lot of things. Anything that deals with how your brain processes things, either to the extreme or the other way, is cause for worry. And on I dangerous in there. If you need to know 10 in toy. On them streets no do. Inti statistics na Christian men. But the majority of the people are what are terrifying, what but tie, what she's shoot, what she glasses na high. If you know my mental health states, it will shock you. And that is what happens to a lot of people. A lot of people are dealing with things.
They can't say.
I'm telling you, I talk to people a lot. Sometimes, and you'll be recasa and realize that the person will totally break down. Myself, I break down sometimes. And when I speak to people, I tell them, Charlie, it is okay not to be okay. Because once you are dealing with something mental, not that there's something wrong with you. Me, I'm someone that when it gets to the extreme, people are close to me know that, Charlie, sometimes I will break down. It is good for me. Because it helps me to, to release everything, readjust myself and go.
Right.
That is a way that helps me, my mental health. But a lot of people don't know. So they just keep boxing things up. And, I've done that before. Sometimes you won't there. On you want to move forward to the point that, Charlie. And I remember there was a time people who knew me realized that when you see me on radio, when you see me in the screens and stuff, you see a totally different person.
Right.
But you see me off that camera, off the microphone.
It's a different thing.
It's a different person. People don't understand. But Charlie, sometimes you need to put up that persona, as you were saying. When it comes to media space, people are looking up to you. So you can't go with, sometimes I'll be going on set. Sometimes I need to sit in the car, readjust myself, psych myself. So I get there and, Brahmans, dear gospel musician, Abba. By the end of the day, when I leave the place and I go back to the reality, I'm like, Charlie,
this is life.
This is my issue. You understand? So that is what a lot of celebrities, I'm not a celebrity though, but that's what a lot of celebrities are dealing with because they are in the spotlight.
Wow.
And you realize that people that you least expected, there's this gentleman, I've forgotten his name, but he was on the Ellen show. This foreign talk show host, the lady with the down-cut white hair. I've forgotten. He's a black American. He's a dancer and a DJ.
Okay.
I've forgotten his name. He's in a couple of. He's been in a couple of movies. I don't know why I've forgotten this guy's name. Yes. I someone mentioned the name, but this guy is someone that.
Oh yeah. I remember.
You remember that
the man
story?
who
committed
away.
suicide?
Yeah.
This
Is
is
Chase or something?
No, there's not Chase.
It's something.
It's not Chase. I've forgotten. Twitch. Yes.
Twitch. Yeah, Twitch.
There's someone that I've watched a lot of his movies. He's a great dancer. I mean, anybody who knows this guy would tell you for a fact that this guy doesn't have a problem. Because this guy is all over the place. He's like the life of the party. 1 minute he was on the show. Everything was intact. He did a video with his wife dancing, doing all these things. The next minute, this guy committed suicide. It was like,
We didn't see it coming.
we didn't see it coming. And then per the investigations and the notes or whatever that came, like he was going through depression and whatever. And that is the problem, especially those in the spotlight. Because everybody expects so much from you that it is almost impossible not to be human.
Right.
So then when people are dealing with some of these things, like, let me deal with it on my own. But trust me, some of these things you can't deal with it on your own. So that is why we need more facility. We need more education. I loved the fact that someone like Abdon Koko was championing something like this. But also do points in the if you not,
She lost it.
Yeah. And even though sometimes, even in the midst of all these things, sometimes I see her pushing the agenda.
Yeah.
I feel that for someone like her, she's the best person to push something like this because she is in it and she knows. And that is also not to say we should also give her a hard pass because of this. But the point is, people are going through things. And the media, people in the media space, is more difficult and more profound because I want to be one. So then you don't have any safe space to hide. And unfortunately, we live in a country where mental health is seen to be there's a stigma attached to it.
What can the media do?
The media needs to educate more.
Okay.
Let people understand that it is okay not to be okay. It's okay to feel you are depressed. Talk to someone.
Wow.
Get people. We should have systems in place that can properly treat some of these things. I should be able to walk into a pharmacy or a hospital or wherever and then get someone there to talk about my mental health, because it is a healthcare issue. The same way we treat para and malaria and this thing with some of these para, we should get people who are readily available to assist with some of these. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to, someone to tell you that it is okay to feel like this.
Right.
But then the most important thing is to gather yourself and then move on.
The most important thing is to gather yourself and move on. I always say, you owe yourself just you and you alone. Trust me, no matter how bad someone can represent you, no one can do it better than you yourself. Kofi Ansah, let me pick your thoughts on this one. The role of the media when it comes to the mental health of creatives. What can the media do, or what has the media failed to do?
So, mental that's why. Because mental health are minimal, and I'm a mad.
Kindly talk into the microphone for me.
I think I ain't should them say the mental health disorder now work can pema matano I ain't should 100% them, because on a normal day say a son now what they yen they be an pu intimi na se bibi bobum why they don't too much mpa I the NUK and you stable. So obane dama imagine obi odo ku studio odo ke ye bibi odo fa pen or tron you mobile like odo offer camera or no one day the no den. That is why these creatives no mostly wear drugs no because what fun as a coping mechanism
right.
Why ne demand waka once or your coping mechanism more yeah than if you, but eventually it's very addictive to it. Say but there our intimate drugs no also anxiety if depression intimate for either in now one thing they be feel there be in the aside any park near creative or a public figure no or bonjom another you movie or a filmmaker or when a personal life sometimes yama may be uncle baby. That is why I make the media no they are able, like they are supposed to sensitize the conversation. Ada be a normal person be to social media no work no. That is what I see say media wants to worry. Say if media has been on social media never obi kafa this song we twem the dada una e be artist no off them so sensitive no not that about no one way pin them this song because on the artist no problem into our media no a condone matros no why your social media na a sensitized conversation no, because them funny face ni problem no be no to them and get okay kemu they na kala bobi no we blah 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 nyenyan kofuma why follow up and one man detailed information na nyenya ya no mfu bi nso ma what say na what dey one stories these days no ada blogger be no ona na journalist be but Sebastian ba na opeda wo draw line what to the am journalist me dey but ada blogger be na journalist although okum no or find out the or today information or today no ono so ba na wa for the same story na not that any editorial na what no what na adwunim so ye no kwal don ye no kwal wa kan oko inti say media no when team wa ma conversation wa narrow into a certain way na maybe anyanum bi area social media also betting mark all Africa games Stoneboy performance no better than Shatawal Shatawal no dey better than Stoneboy no be oyede anya ye bia e bia fan bases nti ye bi mele ye Crystal ye bia Brahman say but how as a journalist how as a media firm what they know them purposes of today into na opening ceremony wo for day into na we obi teenage okay mind you Mese Chrome had it. Sometimes in Pedem back can say why there should be a but you will ma 10% and at most 20%, what my 80%. Minimum bia say as some ways the account do that. Or say mammy your boy see those about the whole PCFM or Baba can in business o'clock or can you no call one can you no call. Your uncle was someone pastor Bacano or none or befa. Into my pastor bodgin on so bodgin. Young Kofu so a mon teacher back on classroom, no what be no mamma cadot today for one father because mon teacher bodgin, no the man I want so bodgin. Young Kofu a Ghana idea, media houses ibu abakano nahin. It is a conversation about us intimate and sensitized conversation as a bia. Oh, Kofi and say, oh, a stone boy in yard, chateau in a circle, the new rap. Now also media house, also F and the man, blah 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 blah. Because there was a time and now I think that GNTV admin room down or like
Yeah,
with him,
yeah.
No, a very assembly moon the ECG admin so I be man for a bash in the our office no until the GNTV do know. May I wipe in the obedience I also
Baby.
because what the near baby a one
Where show?
away show and your broke room ade. Into MPB be ya de book room na obia so can some day MP your respect for about some na beki. What's the honorable na pa abakasem Saturday it had to be
Ose one can say he timetable.
that be napo I'm here show the bit mark I'm at it was work them but me show the bit mark am no show the bit mark
Ghana,
Napo.
Obia.
Politicians are well respected with Krum Adia.
He's one of them, yes.
Ain't him you need him. I mean, you're sure that I'm asking knocking. Anna, Hetty. Okay.
Maintain.
Okay.
No quite right.
So,
But so can cry waka.
no,
But you see, at the end of the day, you put your own timetable there. Only point what's it?
Now your office will be.
What's the doom so on you? Let's say also is doom so then one is a 4 timetable, bro. It's simple.
Now sure the doom so anywhere. Oh, mama, you may imba. At my sense, media and what would you my to them and not Christian can we bet him we make you, we bet him so on make you. Into the media go to look at them artists ya cancel, them artists ya blacklist and yen need impossible there. Wo listenership or that side and okofum cry into what we do my because education will form. In the middle, what can do be a mentally challenged that do be a edu street in the way you not on ho. And why am work out today? Sebi and on a normal day no, young no. Like on a normal day, moko drugs on a makoto condom powder your normal mom. But in may binti yentimi ye. Na condom po minti cotton beti ma kono ma catch obi de no ya man.
I wouldn't into me. I wouldn't.
That means into me ye.
Nice
No,
one.
why shouldn't I?
Kofi Ansah.
I do that a lot.
Kofi Ansah. So
I do that. I am married.
Kofi Ansah.
So basically, I know why. Oh, okay.
Yes. It's a
So
family
let's
planning
let's
this
wrap
thing. So
let's
what's
wrap
wrong
it
with
up in a minute. What can the media do?
On America Day, the media have a major role to play.
Okay.
They should be able to sensitize conversation. Like as some no wa bana obiare Canada no. I think the last time na ye can send be already na ehun obi ne tweet. Na obi saw the tweet of na ebo nipa go of ABCD na them ABCD no ontim post the fake that. Like we position no in a certain way as some of them nipa what na so ba like or you 99% no kwa at masa but obi so wet na some ebo iyo I can say the last time the man obey you the last time the man as a media person
Go ideas.
as as a media a personality nyemebu o de no awen kan ho bi today Miss Vina Samuel Welke and I think any those said na Kwesi Atarikan obebi your fact no right minja yunjomo to west major too inti yet no krom ade na yel bash no oni David a perform de net ade na bash no the boy no ye ne yo no when your chance na waka obi o ntimi nka nti dem de amintimi mba media no mu de nti mamfa kakra nka menu asam nka fa manka tena social media live na manka ma adwen ofo we fo nti na most artists e bonde wa aba social media no wa aba kan na adwen na wako obi so o ntimi mba live na waka tena baby no wa twenu ku na wada nti dama de be coping mechanism dama e bonde waka e bonde bon na wa fon wa ye some we bi na dama boy yo kita talent na sisa wa ide ya also in play role ni nti ye media no wo adwuma ye it's not about the ebia ye per trend ye per dey set agenda nti okay ye kana asem ono so baba be reply nti adon ye no kwalimpo ayen so enfan hwe bi because you the I want to social media be ali bi wo adwuma ne nti them you should there build the brand be the more asem so if you wanna so ba obi abeja atum de oye no call nti media houses no they should do away with the agenda setting. No? Now, one sensitized conversations.
Nice one. The media has a major role to play. The things we communicate around, how we carry stories, how we try to probe into the personal life of people. Sometimes really affects them. We'll be home the day no home. The person will stay home and cry. Whole lot. And I think we should all be kind.
Yes, with celebrities themselves too. Some people choose to hide some of their things. Others also choose to bring
publicize some of their
everything out there.
If you hide it, we'll talk.
Yes,
bring it to talk.
Nice one. Nice one.
So you as a celebrity, so you should know how to put stress on yourself.
Manage
that stress, it could be positive, it could be negative. We share definition now at the American National Institute of Mental Health. At the man, I'll say the brain's response to any demand is what is called stress. So it could be positive, it could be negative.
Nice one from Christera. Now we've heard that it's been alleged that NAPO has made some statements when it comes to the current power outage we have in the country. Oh, say ECG, a lot of people all the time believe so. They will bring this timetable. We are more than students in this country. They will bring timetable where you'd have to, that when it's 6 p.m., Bodrasi will go off. When it's 10 p.m., Abembe Boom will have light. And so ever since this entire, I don't know if it's still Doomso or it's just,
there is no other name to call this one.
Power maintenance.
Which one is the power maintenance? Which one is power maintenance?
I don't know if it's Doomso or power maintenance.
What is Doomso?
Now, we can't predict when we will have light. We can't predict when we won't have light. And so people, called for the need of a timetable, this whole power schedule timetable. Let us know when our community will have light and when our community won't have. And response coming from NAPO implies that he says, more per timetable, I'm going to more timetable. Bravens, in 1 minute. Is this an unfortunate statement?
Oh, waka. This country is, as I said, this country is on autopilot. NBCBNC was this year break. Into say, hey, bet me a timetable. Say any day. As to whether it is something that is a working document and we a different way, but it's an unfortunate situation we find ourselves in this country that something as basic privilege like electricity we can't have
because it's
a timetable. So one is already a privilege that you can't even beat your chest and say that you have it. Wow, so now wait to also some timetable. So maybe I'll draw mine tomorrow and I'll bring it.
Nice one, Christero. In a minute.
It is so unfortunate coming from a minister who is being paid with the taxpayers' money. Now, a whole minister, when there is erratic power supply in this country, and people are asking you, we want to plan our lives around it. Say,
so let us know the schedules.
Lighter, let me know. Say, and now a mini lighter, let me know so that I'll plan my life around it. Say, you bring mini lighter. So, if there is any timetable, and I say, if it is possible, for timetable, and then as a minister, energy minister for that matter, we are seeing any Ghana for in say.
No timetable,
or don't know who timetable be. So, who say timetable, one can talk about timetable, bra. We can't talk to people like this.
Teacher, amount note sometimes wow to me.
I can see power really corrupts. Power.
So do you say
really,
NAPO is corrupt?
Why not? Power. So
he's corrupt.
You see, when people get power,
don't cry. Relax.
Yes, he is.
Relax.
When people get power,
NAPO is corrupt.
Yes. When people get power, all of a sudden they begin. They forget where they are coming from.
Okay.
This is the same minister when he was the minister of education. stated that omo call training college. Omo university, so omo call training college, omo call training college. This is the same minister. This is the same Napo who made that statement.
So you feel that
that is how he is.
He gets some power.
Just like onya power, but power no, it transcends. Then no. You can say it transcends.
Power specific political power.
Political power.
Timetable.
And I say political power na make it. So now be na energy minister. And now obeshare ho. And you definitely you not be an energy minister forever. Now we can.
As a threat.
No, but that is the truth. You were with me here forever. No, be the energy minister. No, you were no education, and then you left. Someone took over, and then you came to energy. Someone was there, then you took over. So definitely, you not be the energy minister forever. If you are now one kasa wa buying no better so forever, but one kasa there won't na energy hall forever. Na ye kadum so asama na akobo John Mahama din. Obi a we free system no mo 7 years ago. Now would have so boni di and power no beje di yeden. Sa power no obeje di yeden.
Nice one.
Just my ferry man okra.
Kofi Ansan.
Still your timetable.
Touch of mine.
Am I disappointed? Because to an American, I can't politicians who respect from Kruma. They are, I think, on now Okuja to na Sam George na more communication way. Upon Kruma. Like these are people I'm cover respect. Even the comfortable one, they can ask someone when I'm there because I'm with him in parliament watching now about the Yentido Kubina and I didn't see. And so you tell your team can ask them fine. But comfortable one, the world we maintain some standard. Be no, can ask intimate some now.
Are you sure, pardon?
Napu no, you don't be no.
Mama say
Napu, cinema Napu. Intimate some because power baby I want comfortable no vote to make it no. Now I want to be so no when you there and your minister for health our energy won't have no problem no until see here bibi na say pede be so like oya kasa ebia ma why na sisi an timetable untim body na enwa e da sam na akoshe baby na ya atodo but I catch in there ye like how
what's the full timetable
then fact and your office will be
but so we do for some time to even part time to draw timetable.
That means I can
for timetable be
okay now mark Christian as me that corrupt.
Also for timetable obe favor or also for timetable. It's one opportunity that when your timetable
office will be
for American you there say el class the teacher trading let's one man note so what control
Brahma example.
There goes me.
Also throw notes. It's one case here. What to do Monday? And this is a man with decision and you bring them one share and do. We are very 11.
My way.
It's our timetable. What's your timetable? What's your day? Lights no obesity. You understand? What's now over 11, 12.
Light now some like I only like.
My timetable is here.
Like productivity will low because equal light no winter need you juma they need you juma nda me no break as say ni battery no 15% and call do Zoom meeting when timo akeye nti blah 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 nti all ho bia nti say yaba na ye baby say wasam o dey can bibi chain Ghana for you dey dey
but can be at you
abaje power obi wo yes Brahman zone timi ye juma nti Christian Robert power no na ye juma Aba na Brahmins be po wan yeshe yenim don timi yenti na yede ma wo nti aba NDC na mama wona asem na ekeka na anu sabi
ano
no hia
it's a unfortunate comment coming from you.
Disappointed,
very very disappointed. I see. Okay, so that's it on the One King Show. As always, we bring you the things you need to hear, and we add spice to it. And leaving you tonight is the funny video of the day. Until then, we will come your way another time.
God have mercy. God have mercy.